From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set, ready. Set.
Hard to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Looking to throw on second down. Travis. And his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he has a Cockrell. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Set. Hey, check mega. Set.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Jets had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
6, mega. Black Ultra. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This pass finds its way to Williams. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Ready. Steal. Check steal. Ready?
On first and 10, it's Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Eat old blue. Check white. Hut, hut.
Operating from the gun, Travis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Travis. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. Now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
18 Rattler.
Ready. They go play action with Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
A give running right is Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Hey, green.
Back to throw. Travis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Okay, right?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Looking to throw. Travis. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
560. Set.
Operating from the gun. Travis. Throw right side. Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check it.
Now Willis. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
60
Third
Bison,
down and
60
one.
Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now Willis to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Pollard will take it up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Panther 80. Panther 60. Panther Dragon 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
You ain't going nowhere.
Will give up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Blaster, 6. 6.
To throw on 2nd down. Travis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ready?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Blue striker. Ready?
Back to throw. Travis. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
.22 needle. White, white. Smash, red. Ready?
Looking to throw. Travis. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Fighting his way through contact. Still on his feet. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 34. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go. Viking 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
1st and 10, Willis. Cockrell holds it in left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready, ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The offense on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll change things up. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I think to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Ready, break.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Ultra.
Give the Hall running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Back to throw. Travis. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, blue. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Travis. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Travis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Travis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field at least. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Not saying 19.
Willis will look to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Willis out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Drop 60, drop 60. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game.
Ready.
A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Ready.
2nd down, here's Willis. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's still on his feet. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And this will be marked down at the 1.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go.
Pollard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Set, tempo, set.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
On the set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Strike.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Travis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
Here we go.
But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now here's another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse,
On the
that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready.
Second down, Pollard again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw, here's Willis. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. And
my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Titans first down.
Ready.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last last two plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing.
And he's taken down back at his own 7. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Black Ultra.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Travis. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Travis. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Touchdown, Titans! Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, break. Needle blue. Fury, yellow. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Travis. And now here's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Check, Panther. Smash, smash. Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, break.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready, ready.
Running right, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
60 Bison.
Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Ready?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Now Willis looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll run with Pollard, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own
Set,
20-yard
ready.
line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A check down, complete to Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the
Red,
sideline
cycle.
because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Ready.
On 1st down, Travis. And that'll be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Okay, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the
Black
32.
one. Hush, hush.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd
Down.
They'll come up now,
Black
3rd and
six.
9.
Blue striker. Ready.
Back to throw. Travis. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops
Ready,
from one side
ready.
and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mike, White.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hurry.
And quickly, they get to the
15.
line. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Set up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
On the ball now.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
1-yard gain brings up
18 Cardinal.
Looks like they'll
18
move
Cardinal.
things around here.
Roll.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
45, Jets 7.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
Smash.
they're
Red.
going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
An incomplete
Here we go.
pass on that last
Field
play,
flat.
and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Claws red. Set.
Looking to throw. Travis. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Here we go.
Tennessee
Here we go.
offense about set and ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the jump.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hut, hut.
They toss it down to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next